4, 3, 2, 1 now! On me! Let's go!
3, 2, 1 get on me. Good. Yo.
ทำไปได้ลูกน้องลงน้อง5, 4, 3, 2, 1 now right now! Oh, shit, bro. 3, 2, 1 not in now!
As you can see in the intro are some clips of melee bomb with one-hand mace and golem, range bomb mixed with Invis paired with jugg as well. But don't be scared because in this video I will show you how to counter all of these bomb squad. Okay, hello, this is whitelisted and I'm here to show you a video on how to stop pretty much all the bomb squad in Albion Online. So first of all, what is a bomb squad? So what is a bomb squad? So in my opinion, there's 3 types of bomb squad in Albion. There's the melee, the range, and the Invis. And the key things that make them unique is these stuff. So for example, melee, their caller will run one-hand mace, or golem, or hand of justice, and sometimes juggernaut. Those are the 4 key things you should look out to identify a melee bomb. Now for range, same thing. The caller will use switchwork, or the member will use siege bow, perma, royal rope, and also jacket of tenacity. And for Invis bomb, same thing. If you see an assassin jacket, that's gonna be an Invis bomb. Hellion shoes, Invis bomb. And sometimes Hellion shoes paired with royal rope with a siege bow, that's also an Invis bomb. How do I stop these 3 types of bomb squad? So in my opinion, I break it down to 4 simple steps. First of all, you have to find them, and then mark them, focus them, and report them to your caller or to your TeamSpeak. So let's start with finding them. So here in this VOD, I'm just gonna show you. So right off the bat, I don't know if you can see, I'm just inspecting all these people down here, if you can see my cursor, down here, and looking for anything suspicious. So I'm just inspecting people one
There's a
by
big mod on the south too.
until I find something. Oh, right there. So while I was inspecting some red names on myself, I found this particular person, and as you can see, this falls into the category of an Invis bomb because he has an assassin jacket. So yeah. So first of all, after I inspected him and I found him, I click his name and I mark him. Okay. There will be a section of the video where I will tell you how to mark and use the marker correctly. But now let's just focus on this step. So after I mark him, you can clearly see the skull right here on my cursor. And if I keep going, I'm watching the bomb yourself, but I'm watching him yourself. You can see that it's moving. I can always see where he's at. I'm just gonna fast forward a bit. Okay, so right about here, as you can see, my Zerg is having a standoff, and if you look clearly, you will not notice a single skull mark down here. So as I'm looking in real time, I won't see any skull mark. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, it could either it means that it's either Invis or it's out of range. But if it's out of range, I can double check it with one method, and that method is by pressing the keybind to select the mark. And as you can see, I don't know if you know, but I'm always spamming the keybind to check if the player is nearby me with a mark. And if I press it, his name should appear around here, but since it doesn't, that means he's Invis. So because of that, I inform my caller that they're gonna hit southeast of us because their last location that I know they were at was southeast. So that's what I did. If you don't understand this marking system, later on in the video, it will be clearly informed. Right now, I'm just showing some short examples. So here now, like 1 second later, he appeared in my screen or in my list because he went out of Invis, as you can see right here. He just got out of Invis, and how do I know that he just got out of Invis? You can clearly see the stacks that he has from the Invis stacks. So that means I was right, he was Invis. And because of that, I was ready to defend. I have my E, and they're gonna hit here. So I locate myself to use my defend here. They engage and keep defending us. Okay, here is a VOD, not VOD, more like clips from a while back. So here you can clearly see that I have an intention of looking at this particular person right here. And I already marked this person. Why? You can clearly see there's an outline, because every time you mark a person with or select a person name, the outline is highlighted, so it's more easier to find them. So that's what I did here. I just kept watching this guy. By the way, he's a bomb squad, by the way. Range bomb, if you didn't know. Right now, what I'm thinking is that they're isolated from the Zerg. They're either resetting or they're stacking. That's what it means. So either way, I'm gonna be ready anyways and to focus them. So what I'm doing now is just focusing them. Let me play the video. They're like on the maze or something. And if you look closely, if you can see it, there's like a knight helmet effect. But I didn't realize it at that point. And now I realize that they're engaging. Well, first of all, he clearly moves so fast. And he has the face scale helmet effect also, and the knight helmet effect. So what I did here was, first of all, I inform my caller and I position myself here to defend, because I know they're gonna hit straight southeast here, not where I'm at. The reason why I'm here is so that I can get a better angle. But this is a bad position for me to defend, so I quickly move southeast. Yo, bombs are coming, bombs are coming, bombs are coming, bombs coming, bombs coming, bombs coming. And they hit. You can clearly see they're all clumped here. But they did a lot of damage right here. I think they only killed like one guy or something. I don't know. I think. Wait, my E was on cooldown. Never mind. But yeah, they clearly hit, but they didn't kill anyone yet. Only one guy. Yep. So here, the second part of the clip, you can clearly see that my target is right here, and if you look closely, he's outlined and he has the skull mark also. This is why marking is important. Okay, anyways, let's play the clip. First of all, in my head, I know that he has cooldowns, so I was ready for anything. So I kept watching him, and boom. If you look closely, you can see there's streaks of light, which indicates light helmet effect, and there's like a purple light here, which probably means face scale helmet, which means they're gonna hit soon, in about 5 seconds. So because of that, I quickly tell my caller that they're coming in. Yo, bomb coming, bomb coming. Bomb coming, bomb coming. In fact, they did. And if you can see clearly, this guy took half of his HP because of the amount of demon armors we had. So yeah, we defended nice in that clip. Alright, now for this clip. So in this situation, my Zerg is walking down southwest. The enemy Zerg is walking down northwest. But they have cooldowns. They could quickly turn as soon as we reach this choke. So what I need to do here as a scout and battlebound is, first of all, even if I'm low HP, I still need to go in through this choke, get information of where their bomb is at. And look at what I did here. I'm close enough that I can see their bomb. If you can see clearly, mine is clear, the marked target is right here, and he has a skull mark. That's my target. So what I did here was that I just kept watching them. But if you notice closely, they already popped their effects, their robe of purity, their face scale helmet, and stuff like that. So I quickly informed that they're gonna hit northeast towards our Zerg soon. Bomb coming, bomb coming, bomb coming, bomb coming, bomb coming, bomb coming. And they did. Yeah, they did right there. If you can see, they're right there behind the party list. Yeah, this is pretty much how to stop a range bomb. Yo, hello. This is part 2 on how to stop a bomb squad. So here I'm in game right now in HO. So first of all, how I stop a bomb squad is I just look for them. For example, this guy is my target. I look at him, I click his name, I click my keybind to mark him, and boom, I'm done. Now let's say there's a second bomb squad. Let's say this guy is a second bomb squad. My second target that I want to look at. I click my second keybind, and boom, he's marked. And let's say, what if I want to look at this guy? I click a specific keybind, boom, he's now marked or selected. What about this guy? Oops. What about this guy? I just click a keybind, boom. Like as you can see, my mouse is not touching any of those and I can select back and forth. Okay, anyways, how do I do this? So basically, what you need to know is that the skull mark is the 6 mark. The 6 mark number. Why? Because you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the green mark is the second one, counting from top to bottom. Okay, now let's go to keybinds. You go to settings, controls, keybinds, scroll down a bit until here. So use marker means to put a marker on a target. So for marker 6, which is skull, I click V. Let's say I unmark him, I click V on him, boom, it marks him. Okay, that's good. And what about the green one? Same thing. The green one, which is use marker 2. The green mark is the second mark, so we use this one. I use it as H, as my keybind. Now let me unmark him. I click H, boom, now he's green. Okay, now what about this? What if I wanna switch back and forth? How do I do that? You go to keybinds again. Right above use marker, you go to select mark target. It's the same concept. The skull is number 6, the green one is number 2. You can use any marker that you want, but I prefer the green and the skull, 2 and 6. So right here, my skull keybind is 4 and my green keybind is 3. So I just click 3 and 4, alternate, and see, it just switches back and forth. It's pretty useful, yeah. Hello. So the reason why marking bombsquad is very important, I'll show you why instead. Let's say this is the bombsquad. This is the bombsquad member. For example, I mark him with the skull. Okay. So right now I can still see his. Okay, first of all, you can see that I select that he appears on my top left. If I control S, which is to unselect, he won't appear there anymore. So I just click my keybind, boom, he's here now. So you can see that the range of the mark is pretty far. Like right about here is about like half a screen away. If I keep going one more, I'm like one whole entire screen away, and like it just ends there. So the range, look, you can see if I keep spamming, like it just ends around here. So basically what this means is that you can basically know where bombsquad is at as long as they're like about like 1.2 to 1.5 screens away from them. And the thing is, if this is like a real player, their names would like stick out like on the side, but I don't have any like people to test it out yet, so yeah. Okay, now for how to stop an Invis bomb. Okay, so first of all, this is at the beginning of the fight. The enemies are just engaged us, but they killed nobody. But what's important is, I don't know if they have a bomb or not. So what I'm doing here as a battle mound, as you can see, I'm a beetle. I'm positioning myself southeast so I can see all these red names. And what I'm doing is that I'm inspecting them one by one. Keep that in mind. You need to inspect everyone one by one to find out whether they're a bomb squad or not, and mark them afterwards. So that's what I did.
Do not countering, do not counter. Careful over the wall.
Look, as you can see, I just spotted a bomb squad member. So what I did afterwards, obviously I marked them with like a crown or any other mark. And since they're an Invis bomb, the best way to call out if an Invis bomb is coming or not is to mark them and always have them selected. Why? Because if you have them selected, they will appear like here. Right now I turn off my HUD to see more, but usually their name will appear here if you have them selected. But if they're Invis, they will disappear. Okay, I will show you that in a second.
Alright guys, keep us ready.
Okay, so first of all, they already went Invis. I saw it. I don't know if you guys saw it, but they popped their Invis jacket right here. So I was ready to defend. I had good eyesight right there. And what I did here was
Invis.
and see, the bomb squad got full silence right there. Yep. They all got silenced by me. It's crazy how easy this is to stop a bomb squad. Okay, now this is just castle. Now I have some open world Invis bomb clips. So let's start with this one.
우리 노스에 봐, 노스.
Go back a bit. Okay, so right here, our Zerg is moving northeast, up the hill, and then we're gonna walk out up the hill to southeast. But what I noticed was that if you can see clearly, there's a mark down here, southeast 600. This guy that I marked, he's an Invis bomb, so I always have my eyes on him. So watch what happens next. So we're walking northeast, southeast of the hill.
Listen, up the hill.
우리 노스에
Boom. If you
노스에 봐.
yeah, if in that moment, magically all the red names just disappeared. So you know what that means? It's either they're out of range or the Invis bomb. But it's better to be safe than sorry, so I told my caller that there's a bomb squad southeast, Invis bomb southeast. Southeast,
Okay.
southeast, careful. Yep, they just appeared. Thankfully, this daytime Guardian armor super well and got most of the DPS. And we quickly counter them afterwards.
Okay.
By the way, this 600 guy should stop playing Invis bomb. I stopped him too many times. Okay, here's another. Same thing, same concept. Open world where my Zerg is moving southwest, and if you look clearly, 600, the Invis bomb guy is right here, southwest of my screen. I always have him selected. You can also notice that he's also here as well, because I have him selected. So yeah. Let me play the clip. Two screens.
Yeah.
The Invis now southwest. And yeah, they disappeared. The crown disappeared. The Invis
southwest.
That can only mean one thing. They're Invis around here. They're probably gonna hit us like right here. Alright, let's watch the clip. I already told my caller that there's Invis southwest, so everyone is spreading and getting ready to defend. Okay, here I have a short clip of a while ago. As you can see clearly, this is an open world fight, and since it's open world, I can like find my targets easily. And my target here is Coconut. You can see I have a skull mark on him. So prior to the fight, I know that he's a melee bomb, and I know that he plays one-hand mace or jugg sometimes as a melee bomb. And as you know, it clearly falls into this category of melee bomb. So what I did here was I simply find him, which I already did a while ago, and I mark him, which I already did. And now what I'm doing right now is focusing him. But since this is a melee bomb and it's a very quick engage, I can't really give my information to fuck all that fast, so I have to act on my own here. So as you can see, I have my cooldowns ready. My E is ready to defend. It's basically like a demon armor. And let's see what I did here. So as you can see clearly, the jugg is literally right in front of the Zerg. And right here, it pops its E. If you can see the casting animation right here. Let me go blue. Casting animation right there. It uses E. So right after that, I counter it with my E to defend it pretty well. And as you can see, my guild members took like little damage. So yeah, this is one way to stop a melee bomb. It's just to sit on them and focus them. That's pretty much it. Okay, so this is a VOD from yesterday 14. We fought the Flying Dutchman. And this VOD, I'm just telling you, I played so good. But there were some unlucky moments. So anyways, prior to the fight, this was a friendly fight. So before the fight started, I already had marked their Witchwork Bomb already and their Hedian Shoes Siege Bow. So just watch what happens next. I'm just gonna skip a bit.
对面会那个，大家会对
Okay,
撞。
so right off the bat, what do you notice? If you're a normal player, you won't notice anything. But if you were me, I already marked this guy and I already have him selected. And he's like right here on the top right of my screen. So first of all, this is a Riftglaive user, and I marked the Riftglaive instead of the Witchwork. Why? Because if I mark the Riftglaive, I can tell whenever they have 3 stacks, okay? You see that? They have 3 stacks. And I can tell whether they have like a Royal Robe or Oathkeeper effect or Knight Helmet effect or Royal or like a W2 effect, you know. You can clearly see like what effects they have shown on their player thingy. I don't know what they call it, but yeah. And I didn't just do that for the Witchwork. I also did that for the Siege Bow. You'll see soon. Let me play the clip.
记得好像怎么说的吗？闪现进去打了一劫。哎，那个 Hill 的那个人，小心对面进攻了，小心点。是谁哦？点他这个重锤，3、2、1，点他这个重锤。好，打回来。
Skip a little bit here. Okay, wait, a little bit. That's too much skipping.
Back。
The Witchwork bomb. Okay, here. Right about here, I called the Witchwork bomb coming. Why? Well, if you were me, I would notice that, first of all, they have 3 stacks. Second of all, this red thingy is the W2 of the spear, which means that they are stacking for like extra damage, like 40% more damage, which means they're gonna hit soon with their Witchwork. So I quickly tell my caller that they're coming in, they're gonna hit like around the choke, like southwest straight here. And yeah. We're still coming northeast. We're still coming northeast. And yeah, they came northeast. Like, I don't know if you can see, but that's them right there. They hit shallow right here. That's where the damage is coming at. I used my E a little bit too shallow, so I don't know if I got anyone defended, but yeah. And just after the Witchwork, I inspected the second bomb squad, the Siege Bow bomb squad, and it seems that they already hit, so I was late to tell them. Siege Bow also hitting. But I already told them anyway. I already told Falco they were hitting anyway. Okay, so what I noticed on that fight was that their Siege Bow and their Witchwork hit at the same time, so it was kind of hard to tell Falco that they're both hitting, because I'm only watching one at a time. But now that I know now. So right now both bomb squads just hit, so they're gonna have cooldown, so I'm just gonna skip a little bit forward. Alright, right around here. As you can see, first of all, my mark is right here, and second of all, okay, I can clearly see that they're stacking right here, and I can also clearly see they're stacking here also. So guess what I did? I told Falco that they're engaging. But the thing is, I'm like dismounted. My battle mount died, so I was in a tough spot. Yo, Witcher coming. Yep, I called the Witcher coming. Witcher coming down. Yep, and they came. I used my cleric cal because I didn't want to die, you know. Yeah, that's a lot of damage right there. Witcher coming down. Holy shit, these guys so noob. Anyways. Okay, so here I'm just remounting, nothing too important. And here, at this point of time, when I'm remounting, I literally give my Zerg, my caller, 0 information of what the bomb squad's at. So right about here, first of all, in my head, I know that the Siege Bow have cooldown, so they could hit at any time. And right as I'm remounting, their Siege Bow fucking hit us. Look, yeah. Like as soon as my mount got up, the Siege Bow hit us. And I couldn't do anything. But I'm remounting. It's unlucky. But I keep watching the bomb squad. Coming, Siege Bow coming, forward. Like if you see like on my on my top left of my screen, I'm always like switching from two different names. This one is a Riftglaive and the other one is a Siege Bow, so I can see what they're doing. So I'm basically just watching two bombsquad at one time. This is very important, okay? To always switch names back and forth. Go! And right about here, you notice that dark circle. That means the Siege Bow is stacking. They're northeast right here. I can clearly see the highlighted name. So I told Fako that the Siege Bow is stacking. And let's see what happens next. Siege Bow coming, Siege Bow coming, Siege Bow stacking, Siege Bow stacking, Siege Bow stacking. 小心，小心。
那种高战队开反甲阵去打。
레버링 시선 우리 쪽이다.
Siege Bow stacking, now they're coming, now they're coming, now they're coming, now they're coming. And as soon as they come, Fako just wanted to counter them. Of course, I dropped my E because it's gonna be a heavy headbutt. And you can see they're just blasting us down the choke. But we had some defensive on the way, like some locusts and stuff like that. So I don't think anyone died here. Defend, defend! I got silenced, goddamn.
进攻是一直车楼5啊，
我有，我有。
进，
奶妈能救跑王吗？
跑走，
奶妈能救我吗？奶妈。跑回来，往后站，往后站。
I think the Riftglaive hit.
往后站，往后站，往后站，往后站，往后站，往后站，往后站，往后站，往后站，往后站，往后站。
Just gonna skip. The bomb is hitting at the same time. So yeah.
哎呀，过不
This is
去
a
我的，我
brutal fight.
一起能打入如是吗？
Yo, which were coming, which were... And here, which were coming, like, clearly I can see them stacking. I just informed the caller earlier. Coming, which were coming, which were coming. Like, basically in this fight, all I'm doing is just pressing my keybind back and forth to check the first person and the second person. What is this drawing? I'm just pressing my keybind back and forth to check the first bomb squad and the second bomb squad. Like, for example, the first bomb squad is this one, the Riftglaive. The second one is the Siege Bow. I'm just pressing back and forth so I can see whether their effects, to see whether it's gonna be an engage soon or not, you know. And I'm just telling my caller that they're gonna come soon, so he can be prepared. So he can prepare his
HEP.
And here, right after the witch work, I can clearly see. After the witch work, I switched names to their Siege Bow bomb, and you can clearly see that they're stacking with this red circle. That's the royal rope. So you know what I did next? Siege Bow coming, Siege Bow stacking, Siege Bow stacking, Siege Bow stacking, Siege Bow stacking. They're coming in 5 seconds. They're coming in 5 seconds.
战队要来，
真远的。
小心啊！我准备对战抓他。
Okay, they're coming now, they're coming now, they're coming. Yeah, they engaged pretty shallow right here. Didn't get anyone though. But yeah, it was nice that I informed the main side that they're gonna hit soon, so our D tanks or like everyone in the front line just fall back a bit, so they won't die, you know.
打了他打很险，回来。
Okay, I'm remounting.
还有小心战队，回来。
Yeah, just
我走，给你上来打，奥迪，走。
Alright, so right about here, same thing again, same concept. This is getting so boring. I just look at the names. Look, this is Siege Bow name. Notice that there's a red circle. He's stacking. Tell Fako, and Fako decides what he wants to do. Yo, Siege Bow stacking, Siege Bow stacking, Siege Bow stacking, Siege Bow stacking. They're looking now. Siege Bow hitting now. Yo, and they just hit the choke shallow, so I pop my E to defend. Siege Bow hitting now. Siege Bow hitting. Siege Bow hitting. And Fako countered the Siege Bow. I think Fako killed some of the Siege Bow, so they were wiped.
5 4 3 2 1 지금
So right after that, after I double the Siege Bow, I swap names to the Riftglaive. And I noticed that he's somewhere here, up the hill northeast. So after that, I just kept my eyes on him. Because the Siege Bow need to like recuperate, need to regroup and reset. While the witch work is like all good, sitting up the hill northeast with their cooldowns ready. So I just kept watching the witch work. I kind of went too much west. And as soon as first of all, I accidentally went too much west and I lost track of it. So after I went back east and I got his name back in my radar, I noticed that he's stacking already, so I just quickly shouted, they're coming. And I just used W. Maybe you can knock some people out. They missed. completely, so
W 一个 W，
스위칭 될것 같아.
5 4 2 1 一个 W，
here the fight was
W
incredibly messy. So
노스 S로 가. 노스 S로.
노스 S일까?
우리 본대 노스
S
S.
S 说了没 ？S 方向说了5 4 3 2 1，说了 S 方向，说了 S 方
몇 초
向，
나왔어? 몇 초 나왔어?
往 S 方推 S 方向来抢来
나
抢
샬롯
了
됐습니다.
here I was just worrying about our main circuit because I feel like Maverick could wipe us at any time, or the melee bomb could hit us at any time. So I was just staying inside the circuit because I have my E ready. But usually if I don't have my E ready, I would just like go around, scout around.
想看 South S S
Yo, the
S。
witchwork is stacking. And here I noticed their witchwork is stacking again, and of course the northeast. And I just tell fuck all they're stacking. Same thing. And they just hit straight south out of all. You can clearly see that they killed like some of our members here, who are like a bit out of position. Yeah. I don't want to go through this whole VOD. It's kind of boring, but I did good enough. So in summary, so yeah, that was the important text and tips. When watching a bomb squad, you should always keep in mind what's happening in, like, what effects they have. Always keep in mind what effects they have. So like, for example, if it's like a siege bow or witchwork, let me find it real quick. Coming, siege bow coming. Like for example, if it's like a witchwork or siege bow.
어, 내 푸사팅 스타일.
Wait. Okay. For example, if it's like a siege bow, you can clearly see they have a siege bow with Hellion shoes. They would use like royal rope for more damage buff. And yeah. Yo, siege bow coming, siege bow coming, siege bow stacking, siege bow stacking. And once they got off Invis, that means they're Invis in their shoes form, and they're gonna hit soon. And same thing, and similar thing for witchwork. You just always keep looking on the top left. See if they have 3 stacks. Okay, they're just maintaining their stacks. That means they're gonna hit soon. And if they have like the W2 effect or Oathkeeper or Robo Purity, that means they're gonna hit soon. Or Jacket of Tenacity. It always show up here. So listen, if you wanna be a good bomb squad defender, always keep. Well, first of all, mark them first. Okay, mark them, like skull or something or green mark, and then always keep them selected. Always look at their name, and always look at what is happening in their effects, because those key things can help make you decide whether they're gonna hit or not, and let your caller know whether to defend or not, or make a play or not. So yeah, that is my best tips on how to stop a bomb squad. Is to simply look at their effects and see if they will engage or not. So in summary, you need to have a brain. Okay, like that's the most important thing on how to stop a bomb squad.